Right when she was born, within, I'm going to say 2 weeks, they diagnosed her with PVL. Basically, it just means they found white matter on the brain. Nothing came in the criteria that they give you for the PVL. She had not one thing on the list she actually had. So it really had me wonder, like, maybe they are wrong. But as she started turning a little bit bigger, she wasn't rolling over. You notice the tightness really clicked in, probably about 6 months. They listed everything, all the way down to worst case would be cerebral palsy. They diagnosed her with cerebral palsy at age 2. So I wasn't devastated when they tell, like, you know, not a huge shock. I knew it was coming, but I don't think I ever thought that she wouldn't walk. I think I just thought, or else maybe you do think that, but you don't want to believe it, I guess. You don't know. I guess it's a hard thing to answer, right?
I did try and do like a little bit of research about cerebral palsy, but I think one of the hard things is that it's really hard to understand like disabilities when you're not directly in contact with them, I think, right? This is pretty. Wow, they got a big stable, my goodness.
So the reason I actually chose to do my documentary on Pride Stables was I was looking up local charities for the Kitchener-Waterloo region, and I came across them, and I thought, like, I'd heard about horse therapy for actually eating disorder treatment, but I had no idea that in terms of physical disabilities that it had the potential to really help some of those people. So I sent them an email, and I was just kind of asking, like, hey, like, are there any kind of people that you have at your stable that really have benefited from the horse therapy? And I'd love to learn more about it. And Ashley got back to me almost right away saying that she had the perfect person in mind.
Well, yeah, she started on one of the little tiny ones. Riders always go directly to the arena where Hope's going to be riding.
Okay.
And that way, with having the riders out of the barn, it's a big safety issue. It's hard to have wheelchairs and walkers and stuff going through the barn. So we make sure that they go right to the arena and wait for us to get ready.
I was really nervous because it's just I haven't really gotten the opportunity to deal with people with disabilities much in my life, and it scares me a little bit because I would never want to come across as naive or ignorant. Hi Hope, my name is Jacqueline. How's it going?
Well, I'm in grade 7, I'm 12 years old, and my favorite horse is Queen.
I actually asked us at therapy yesterday what she really is, and they said she's a very hard case to pick because quad means all 4 limbs have been affected. Really, it's her left side that is worse than her right, and you'll notice it when she's sitting and where her arm is very curved, where her right arm, she can, not write, but she can do the computer and things like that. Her left side is tighter, more of an arch in the arm, because there's also the cerebral palsy where they're very loose. They have like no muscle tone. She's the opposite. She has very high muscle tone. In Hope's case, she doesn't walk, and it's her vision. Her vision is she's actually listed legally blind. It was overwhelming, I think, to be a first-time mother and have to do, you wouldn't believe the doctor's appointments that you have to go to therapy. We just go to therapy 3 times a week. Plus doctor's appointments, and they have doctors that follow her, and they're all called different things, and then you have a neurologist. They had every single thing, and that's another thing, right? To try to figure out all this information, understand it all, and then pick.
The best thing about this place is that it has a program so people with special needs can ride.
It was just started off with a little group of people who wanted to provide a different service, and nobody knew about stuff like that back then. That was 40 years ago. So we're actually one of the biggest programs in Canada, with 360 riders registered on our list. Our program ranges from age 4 to, I think our oldest is probably around 65, 70. So it's a very large range of riders. So we need horses that can accommodate all those as well. all of our horses are donated. So we look for horses that, as I said, are bomb-proof. So you want no reactions to sudden movements, sudden like noises, screaming, anything like that. But we don't have specialized training to do what we do, which seems kind of funny. But you can only train so much and prepare yourself so much. There's so many different cases and riders and different disabilities and things you kind of have to piece together that you just learn as you go. So
how did Hope feel about trying horses out?
She was actually the first one who came up with the idea to ride. She saw it on a television program. It was cartoon, they were riding horses. So she thought she would try, she wanted to try it. And that's probably another reason why I started looking for the stable. And when we brought her, it was a different story.
It was kind of scary, and then I got used to it, and then I kind of enjoyed myself.
She screamed, she was scared, she cried. Her vision's very impaired, so to her, a horse is huge.
It was 2007, so she was pretty little. And she started off on a tiny pony, but she was so tiny at that point that we needed to start small. And a lot of times she was just scared, so we rode through the hour, and Mom was fine with it. And then the moment we got to go for a trot, I've never heard a child giggle so much in my life. You want to try?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, well, I'll give you this side. So we'll stop right here when you say stop.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh. What the volunteers do at the stable is one of the positions is called a sidewalker, and that's what I got the chance to do. Ashley brought me over to the horse and kind of had me hold this belt that Hope had around her back, just to help keep her steady while she rides. And you really do have to have like a good grip on it, because you got to help Hope, kind of stay in the position. But as soon as she got riding, it was awesome. Like I wasn't nervous anymore, because I realized Hope isn't fragile. Like she can really hold her own, and it really showed, because she was telling me, I've been doing this for a while, Jack, but.
Well, it kind of helps me with my muscles, because sometimes my muscles get tightened and it really hurts a lot. So it helps when I ride horses.
Using Hope, you get to see the physical aspect of it. Therapeutic riding can alter so many different things for different people. So hers is the physical end of it.
And just in a few weeks, you could notice a difference every week, the muscles getting stronger. And even now, when she rides, you'll see her kind of slowly lean over, and you'll have to correct her all the time to sit up, but the muscle strength is tremendous that it gives, as well as the stretching the legs. For her legs to go around the horse is a big thing when you are tight as a board.
That's huge. I mean, people don't realize that it's not a gigantic step in somebody's eyes, but for her it's leaps and bounds. In a program like this, when we can talk about it all we want, I can tell you stories upon stories, but until somebody actually sees it in action, no one actually fully ever understands it. So.
Oh, do you like swimming in the summer? Oh, awesome. Yeah, me too, but I definitely want to wait for the warm weather before we try any swimming, I think. I'm proud of Hope's progress.
Huge.
And even just like tell me about Hope in your eyes, I guess.
Hope especially, I mean, she's come so far, but she's always happy. She's always happy, and she's always laughing and smiling, and I think she's chatting to the volunteers more than she's doing anything sometimes when she rides, but she's always willing. Even on her bad days, she's gung-ho, and she loves horseback riding, and she loves being with us, and so it's good.
What's the best part about Hope? Like, what makes her a great child, and what kind of inspires you?
Hope is fun. She is funny. She's a love for life. She will try anything. And she's strong. She loves herself for what she is. She doesn't think she's different. And I still don't think she even really understands that this is it. You're not gonna walk. But she's just fun. I think that's probably the best way to describe her.
Yeah, she's so much fun. She is. And I just can't say thank you enough for letting me meet her and you. I really do appreciate it.
She's pretty excited about coming today.
Well, she did such a good job too. This little girl really does everything and anything that she sets her mind to. And I think that's what's so inspirational about her is, despite cerebral palsy, Hope isn't cerebral palsy. Hope is Hope, and she is determined, she's excited, she's funny, and she's just got this big personality. And it was such a wonderful experience to witness that firsthand.